$25K, a roadster. What are you buying?
An S2000.
So you're buying an S2000 even though you can get a Boxster,
Yeah.
You can get a Z4,
Yeah,
you can get like a Miata with really low miles.
I'm getting an S2000.
You're getting an S2000?
That shit is a weapon.
All right, save it for the podcast.
All right.
We'll do that. I like that little. Okay.
Your roadster of your $20,000 roadster choice.
Because an AP1s are like 2025, and AP2s are like 25-30, right?
I think you can still get. Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I know my friend paid $10K for his AP1. It was high mileage, but now it's very high. And this was like maybe 2-3 years ago. So I know they've gone up some, but
They haven't gone up that much though.
yeah, I think you could still get one for 15. Is the truth.
Okay. Like if you're willing to get a higher mileage one.
I think you can get a gangster one for 25 though. Anyway.
Low mile is 20. I mean, and the S2000's awesome because you buy it and it will always start.
It just works.
It will always work.
It's fast.
It's going to have the lowest maintenance bill of any road, unless you buy the newer Miata.
The newer Miatas are cool.
Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting question because when it's like, man, how much is that worth? And
I'm like, buy a K-swapped MR2 Spider.
You could do a K-swapped MR2 Spider for
I would just buy one that was done.
This is a cold open.
That's fine. I actually kind of like the cold open, you know? Oh, we got to... Oh, here, I'll just do this for sync.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Religion Speed Podcast, the show for car nerds, by car nerds. I actually remembered our intro this time.
Yeah.
I am Matt Overstreet.
I am Chris Huffman.
I am Aaron Benjamin.
Why the voice?
Well, he does it.
He has like the NPR voice.
Well, I wanted to do that too.
That wasn't quite the NPR voice.
Here. I'll chop this up. I'm Aaron Benjamin.
See, that was just so proper.
I'm Aaron Benjamin?
No.
Okay, all right.
You got to tell them where you are.
I'm creating more work for myself right now.
Yeah, that's what's
I am
happening.
Aaron Benjamin in Denver, Colorado.
All right, last episode was definitely our catch-up episode. We just bullshitted. But this one, I want to get back to some form of structure. So with this, we're starting with the news. Well, kind of news. Mostly, I have been holding off on this for so long. I've posted this in the group chat. Have you guys seen the newest Nismo creation to come out of Nissan?
Is it like a concept?
No, it's out. It exists.
With a Versa Note, that one? Mm-mm. Or isn't that, because they have a Nismo.
They do. Nope, the Nissan Armada Nismo.
No! That is the biggest red lip I've ever seen.
It's the ugliest car I think I have seen in a minute.
Since the Cross Cabriolet.
Oh, the Cross Cabriolet looks better than that. It's stupid, but it looks better than that.
Damn, you really hate that.
I hate this so much.
That makes me want to ask one question. It's why the long face? It's so ugly.
It's like they saw like Audi and them getting the super long grills and were like, hold our beer. Or like
BMW, with a giant kid. Like
when they got ugly. Yeah.
All of the faces are droopy now. Every car has Bell's palsy, where it's
it all looks like it's melting. Yeah.
Oh man, that joke would have landed so much harder if Hamza was here.
It's true. Well, you can always hit that subscribe bell. That right? The bell for notifications.
Yeah, subscribe bell.
Bell's palsy. Okay. Subscribe Bell's palsy. Shit.
Now I will say the Armada at least comes with the twin turbo V6 in it, that I think is a bigger displacement than the one in the Z, I would assume.
Okay. No, the Z's a 3-liter.
Z's a 3-liter.
Yeah.
I don't know what this... Probably a 4?
I mean, I doubt it's bigger than a 3.8 because the GTR is 3.8. That's a similar variant.
Wait, what does the new Frontier have?
Frontier's, the new one's got a 3.8. The old one had the 4-liter.
But that's non-turbo.
Non-turbo. It's just a VQ. Yeah.
Okay, so I bet you this is probably a 3.8 twin turbo then.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about what's going on there. All I know is...
But that's not a VQ. That's a VR motor, right?
VR way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Okay. The new Z engine is also a VR.
I was like, are you setting up a virtual reality joke?
No.
No, they're all VRs now. The VQ is officially...
The Frontier, I think, still has it, right?
No, the Frontier is still a VR.
Oh, it's still is a VQ or a VR?
A VR, I believe.
Okay, I didn't know
I think
they
it's
switched
a
that.
VR 3.8. DD, I think is.
Oh wow, I didn't know this.
Double diesel.
Double diesel.
Double diesel. Okay, all right. I just realized that's titty adjacent.
Titty adjacent.
I was just thinking about Vin Diesel.
But what are they like? Who's the target? I guess the target audience for that is the same person that would buy a TRD Pro 4Runner or like.
No,
or like
because that's
bigger. I know it's bigger, so you're competing against what the new Land Cruiser.
You're competing
guess,
against like the BMW XMs, like they're fast SUVs.
I feel like they're
and
trying
maybe
to
like
get
the
like,
Cayennes, but I can't imagine that cornering like those.
They showed it on a track, right?
It was stationary though.
It is a Nismo edition.
Yeah,
I feel like it's trying to be like a Land Rover or something. The squareness. I don't know because it's not. Clearly, it's not an off-road vehicle.
But more of a Range Rover then, like a mall crawling, fast, pointless. Come on, man, just make a Sylvia again. Just make it. What are you doing, dude?
Right?
Just make us a Sylvia, please.
Yeah, S16, please. And they're like Nismo Armada.
Do anything else. Like what we have literally right now, there's like a resurgence of decent cars coming back that still have. I don't even care if you don't put a manual transmission in it at this point, to be honest. Just make a fucking Prelude competitor instead of that.
Guess how much it costs?
75,000.
No, I was gonna say it's got to be north of 70.
83.
Yeah.
Holy shit! So yeah, that's a price competitor with a Rover, with a BMW. With how much? Where do G-Wagons start?
Oh,
that can't be that much higher.
Depends. The G-Wagons in America, you could only get AMGs.
Oh, so we can only get the most expensive ones.
Yeah. Over in Europe, I still think you can get like a fucking
base cheap one.
base G.
Probably
G-Wagon.
some diesel one that is just functional on some 17.
Which is what I want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Portal axles, diesel engine.
Yeah.
Give me.
Hey, well, you know what? Nismo Armada.
Yeah.
Do they use DPF systems in Europe?
No. I do not believe so.
Okay.
I believe that's an American only thing.
Wow.
I don't think the European... They might be starting that, but for a long time, the whole thing was we were monitoring ground emissions while Europe wasn't. So our particulate emissions.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the black clouds on the ground. Yeah, if you've got some altitude, then those coal rollers aren't as offensive to you. You can't see
It
it.
just goes up. But that's the problem is it like the soot settles. So it'll settle into ditches, waterways, stuff like that. So that's what they're trying to prevent with the DPF stuff.
Yeah.
Which then just breaks.
Oh, it breaks all the time.
More money for the shop.
Yeah, when I worked at Chevy, I loved a broken DPF system. It meant my commission was higher that week.
That's true.
One guy backed his brand new 2024 Silverado into a curb, bent the exhaust, and it was the DPF and the cat and the exhaust were all one piece. So we had to sell him a $4,000 part, and not covered under warranty because he backed it into something.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I do a lot of work for a shop in town that does a lot of Sprinter stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, those ones, like, I love that everybody's building their camper vans out of Mercedes Sprinter diesels because it's like if you want a apocalypse car, it is like the worst thing possible. Because when you run out of DEF fluid, it's not just like, hey, you're out of DEF fluid. It goes, hey, I'm giving you like 3 more times to start this vehicle.
That's it.
That's it.
And it counts it down.
And it counts it down. And at that point, it will run, but it won't let you go over like 2 miles an hour. Just enough so the person can pull it into the shop.
Yeah, that's not zombie speed.
That's not getting good. That's shambling speed.
Yeah. The zombies are just like right next to you, just like, come on, man.
You know, I've never gotten...
They're slamming on the window with bottles of DPF.
Oh my God.
You know, I've never gotten the story. I've always wanted to hear it when I worked at the parts stores. Like, have you ever run out of DEF in the woods? You don't have any DEF, but you have a truck in the woods, so you have beer. just piss in the DEF tank. How far could you get on human urine?
This sounds like if a tree falls in the forest. This is if a Sprinter dies in the forest and no one's around. Do you pee in the DEF
tank
to keep going home?
Oh my God.
Because it is like the urea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
It's water and ammonia, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I do think, I don't know, because I think there are like sensors in there to check the quality of the DEF.
Okay.
So I don't.
So maybe
if you
drink.
smoke weed, you can't start. Drug tests you.
Drug test.
Sorry, you've had too much salt this week. This is just going to corrode it.
It's not even a breathalyzer. It's like a different version of a breathalyzer.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
if you know the answer, if you've peed in your DEF tank before, comment below, okay?
Please comment. I've wanted this anecdote more than the person accidentally firing a handgun through the floor of a Tesla.
So it goes through the battery?
Yeah, thermal runaway. How have we never heard that story?
I bet you it's happened.
Yeah, but that would be like, just like an Uber driver, somebody. There's a lot of irresponsible gun owners in this country.
I swear it happened to us. We were on Sheridan, kind of up a ways, and we were just sitting in traffic or at a stoplight, and there was a gunshot. Like, I swear it was right next to me, and there was a car like turning, and it was an SUV on big wheels,
Right,
and all
blacked
that
out
stuff.
windows.
Blacked out
Yeah.
windows, and
Perhaps a Chevy.
I don't remember what it was.
Some sort of Tahoe or Escalade,
It
maybe?
it might have been. Not to not to narrow that down too much.
All I'm saying, hey, Tony Soprano drove a fucking Suburban, all right? It's not,
That's
you know
true,
what I'm
that's
saying?
true, that's
And
true.
an Escalade.
But the funny thing to me is, like, me and Caleb are like, holy shit, what was that?
Right.
We're looking around and just nothing.
Yeah.
No, everybody's just like, nobody ran. Everyone was just like, because what I think happened is exactly that. As the person next to us was either messing with their gun
Right.
or just had, what are the cheap ass guns that are made in America?
High points.
High point, yeah.
Yeah.
High point.
I also call them yeet cannons.
Cannons.
What? I'm so glad I'm not that far on the internet.
But it just went off, and I almost guarantee he was just like,
Yep.
shit.
There's nothing to do but just like, anybody?
Yep.
I'm going to drive away now.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was very loud. It was right next to us.
Yeah, and if that had been a Tesla, thermal runaway, man.
Oh, that would have been so great. Hey, what is the thing the BRZ and GT86 is missing the most?
Power.
No, I think the torque on the new one's pretty good. I think it's missing a pop-up headlight front end.
Oh, you already know. There is a company that was displaying a car at Tokyo Auto Salon with a GR86 with a custom
That looks
pop-up.
so good. And they had the Panda paint job too, which
And
is awesome. Yeah. Is that only for the new ones?
Yeah, only for the new ones. I don't know if this is actually going to be a whole kit or not, or if this is just a custom Tokyo Auto Salon car.
That's so cool. What I love is that for a long time there were kits to take away pop-ups
Right.
and make them regular headlights. And now we're going back.
And now we're going back. But yeah, I think they did a really good job on that, honestly.
Yeah,
Like
that looks good.
Like you would think that wouldn't work. You would think it wouldn't flow at all, but like I don't know.
Let me see it again.
I mean, with the Panda paint job and the squared ambers.
Taku me oh my.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
I like that.
And it's on the Watanabes as well.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
mean, because Watanabe is still a great wheel company that exists.
And this is a custom wide body kit too, right?
Yeah, it looks a little bit wider than normal. Definitely. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, yep, all like
That is cool.
it'll never happen, of course, because, crash safety standards.
Hey,
Never.
forget a Pandem kit, get a Panda kit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, there you go.
Send me back to Tokyo. I'm ready.
I'm ready to go.
I'm about ready to ship you there if you keep making those puns.
It's never gonna stop.
I know you're not. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, we're talking about that because I don't know that just
awesome.
looks so good. I don't
Somebody's gonna make a kit. It may not be
Right.
a good kit, but somebody will make one.
I'm fine if someone doesn't make one and that exists. That can just like exist and be its own cool thing.
You can just
Yeah.
be
I
its
don't
own
know
thing
if I
together.
want to see that popularized like the Rocket Bunny stuff.
know. Yeah.
You don't want to see it overdone and then
Yeah.
have like wish versions of it.
Let
And
that be the cool
Yeah.
one. Like it's okay for one person to make something really cool and not everyone else jump on it.
that is okay.
That's the way it used to be.
Yeah.
It used to be you find, oh, really? We have a cat in here, by the way. Noisy cat now. First time we recorded, she was not so, she was still hiding.
It was her first day. Now she's queen of this castle.
I'm just picturing somebody cutting out their bumpers with an X-Acto knife and they're not turning off right. You see these glowing lights that are still sitting in bumpers, rolling
Yeah.
around, and then half up, half down, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
Does the waggle thing, but only because there's a short.
Yeah, much like okay, do you remember, because Rocket Bunny, I think, was kind of inspired by the RWB Porsches. I would say. Because RWB came first, right?
RWB's been around a long time.
Yeah. And then Rocket Bunny started making their... It's
I
not the
never
same
made
guy.
that connection, but they definitely like
I
that
don't believe
DuckTales.
it's the same guy.
No, it's not the same
for
guy.
sure.
I forget. No, it's definitely not the same guy. Hello.
No, RWB, I mean, that man just smokes cigarettes and cuts fenders.
Yeah, but
it's all day long.
have you seen more of the videos of him actually, the work that he does? Like the quality?
the
of-
detail? Yeah.
It's not great.
Really?
It's not great, but it's definitely not bad.
I don't know. I've seen some videos of him just like the way he just chops that shit up, and it looks good in the end. But man,
Yeah.
he will hack your Porsche apart.
You're saying if you take those over fenders off, it's ugly under there.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see it.
You know, I think that might be for slightly dramatic effect.
Maybe.
Because you know, like, okay, you're going to make your first rough cut.
Right.
You're going to, you know, I've dremeled shit haphazardly leaving enough margin where I really need it to be, where I'm like, oh, now I'll go back in and be fine with it.
Yeah.
So when you see somebody online just slaying a very expensive Porsche fender with what seems like no regard for the metalwork, I think that that's a little bit of flair.
Right. I mean, it's the internet. You don't believe anything
Yeah.
you see on the internet. Everything's for a reaction.
Also, I don't think that those cars... I think that originally, you know, you weren't doing it for... Like, you weren't doing that for clout, you know?
Right.
And then it became like a thing that was a little bit clout chasey. And I think that the people that are still doing it, the ones that would have done it for clout are probably the same ones that are, like, gonna buy a GT3 RS now and be on that waiting list because they want an internet car.
Yeah.
You know, now I think the bell curve, we're on the other side of it, where people that are still doing it are like, oh, I've always wanted an RWB car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good in the end.
Like
Yeah.
the fads come and gone, and the people left are the true fans.
That's my very, very, very distant opinion.
Yeah. No, I could see that. Because I wouldn't be shocked if, like, I mean, when RWB started doing Porsches were cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just hack them apart, put some wide fenders on it, and go have fun on the track? You
Used
know?
Porsches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were old air-cooled Porsches, you know, back before they were expensive cars.
They used to be so cheap, man.
Right.
Like before 2010, they used to be dirt cheap.
I was watching something that was saying that, like, it might have been a James Pumphrey's video, honestly, but it was like 10 cars to make you look cool or something like that. And it was basically, had to be that video where he was like, Porsches are just out. Like, it is not cool to have a 6-figure 993 non-turbo, like,
Yeah.
it's just not like, for that you can get those used Ferraris. You can start to touch a different level of exotic,
Right.
or build some, like, I'd rather spend $100,000 on a Supra,
Yeah.
even though it's an old Toyota. Maybe that's a stupid opinion, but at least it would be like, if you're gonna get that, you need to get like the best, and the best of those are $250,000 plus.
Yeah.
No.
So
And if you're going to spend that, you're basically trying to buy a museum piece. So if you're the kind of person who just wants to have it, okay. But if you want to have it to use, then you're going to spend $100,000 on something like, oh, because it's a low maintenance sports car. But it's like, yeah, but how much are you going to drive it?
Right.
If you spent that much money on this car.
and then if you spend $100,000 on it, are you gonna hack up the fenders?
Yeah. Are you gonna be willing to do much? Are you even gonna be willing to work on it yourself?
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all just... It was just the new rich guy thing to own.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was, oh, my buddy bought a Porsche. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I want one now.
Yeah.
You know, and it just kind of spread around. People forgot what Porsches were cool, I guess. You know?
And why they were good.
right.
Yeah. Because it's better than just a status symbol.
No,
I took my cousin to the doctor, and she just handed me a magazine that had a car on it, because she was like, oh, well, just while you wait, you could. I was like, A, I have my phone, but B,
I love the, like, it's like giving a kid a highlights magazine.
that's exactly, it was literally, she was like, oh,
Entertain
this has a
yourself.
car on it here, and it was a Porsche enthusiast magazine. I forget which one, but I was like, you know what? I'll read it. I'm just gonna let me see what reading an automotive magazine is like right now, and. Yeah, I don't want a Porsche, man. After reading that,
Yeah.
those people suck.
It sucks because they drive so well. Like I drove. I've driven a few 911s, and they make power at every RPM. They fit into a parking space. They can cruise at 130. They're great, but when you add in that status stuff, it's why I like JDMs.
If they were,
There's less pretension.
Yeah.
if they were 40% less current market value,
Yeah.
I'd be way more inclined. But the market for Porsches is astronomical and not worth it, in my opinion.
Did you hear, what's his name? The CEO of Ford, Farley. Not Chris Farley.
Kevin Farley.
No.
It's Chris's brother.
No. It's actually, I think, what is his name? But I'm pretty sure he's like his second cousin of Chris Farley or something.
I'll put a
wow.
picture. I'll put a
Okay.
picture of him here.
He's the CEO of Ford.
I'm just picturing Tommy Boy.
He's driving Callahan Auto Parts. no. Tommy likey. Tommy Wawingy.
I don't.
That's Tommy Boy. What? Wait, Tommy Boy is Callahan Auto Parts. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
Right movie. Sausage King of Chicago. Okay. No, wait. That's... All right, forget it. 80 movies brain mash. Sorry.
Right
I
at this
derailed you.
point. He came up with a statement saying he wants Ford to be the off-road, like the Porsche of the off-road world. That's what his vision for Ford is now.
Do off-road people want a Porsche?
No, not.
What?
Well, no. I mean, do they want that level of luxury? Like, I'm not an overlanding guy, but is that something that overlanding people look for?
I think he more just wants to try to turn Ford. I don't know. This is, in my opinion, a very, very, very stupid idea.
Yeah.
He wants to try to turn Ford into. They want to make Raptors. Well, F-150 Raptors, Bronco Raptors, Ranger Raptors, and like that's it. Like just kind of like Porsche makes GT3s and and maybe they'll make some other cars for the plebes but like that they're trying to go up market. So pretty much Ford figured out they can't compete in the electric car game or in the small car game, even though they were doing great with the small cars in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the U.S., but...
Yeah, but globally, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, actually the amount of Fiesta STs they made is like shockingly low.
Really?
Yeah. We have a lot here because I think there's a lot of tech bros here.
That makes sense.
A lot of nerdy.
It's also a
boys.
great car for
I'm
the area, too.
Yeah,
Like, good old for all 4 seasons.
right. But overall, the production numbers were pretty low.
Well, maybe it's worth holding on to your white one after you fix it.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to go up in price. They're kind of bottoming out, but
Well...
yeah, nowhere to go up. But yeah, I saw that statement because I think he sees Porsche, and they make enthusiast cars. See, they're just trying to go up like with everything right now. A majority of the spending in the U.S. economy is done by the top 20% of people. Like 70%. Like, these are made up numbers, but they're somewhere close.
So this is the Hunger Games market strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
You
good.
got to sell to District 1.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
You're in District 12? I guess you're getting the fucking base model Fiesta now.
You're not even getting that. You're
Right.
getting the fucking
Go buy a Hyundai.
Chinese, or Hyundai or something like that. If they start letting in Chinese electric cars,
Great. You know what?
The
Great.
big three are in trouble.
Great.
Yeah.
Which, that I agree. They have done nothing to innovate. They have just rested on their laurels forever. And I'll give Ford credit. They were doing a lot of stuff with electric, but they went up market with it.
It's funny because Porsche doesn't just make enthusiast cars. They make SUVs. Don't they still make the Taycan? They make EVs.
They're almost swapping places.
Yeah, like Porsche makes, none of their stuff is what I would call entry level.
No.
But they make cars that aren't sports cars.
Right.
And Ford's like, no, we're only going to make off-roaders. It's like,
Yeah, we're just going to make trucks and off-road vehicles.
You're going to sell I guess as long as they still make a base F-150. They've got something people want.
They'll just make an EcoSport Raptor.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Which,
Actually.
the biggest thing Dodge went back to. Dodge brought back the 5.7, right? They brought because the Renegade, or what's the name of their inline six motor? Is it called the Renegade motor? Hurricane. It wasn't selling as well in their half-ton trucks.
Oh.
So they've brought their V8 back.
Did you see they're finally offering a Dodge Charger with the Hurricane now?
Now that's tunable and cool.
It's an inline 6.
Inline
I have
6
no idea
twin
what
turbo.
it is.
Yeah.
It was twin turbo. I thought it was
twin
single.
turbo.
Okay, so it's like sequential. So you could do some fun
I
stuff
have
with
no
that.
idea if it's sequential or not, but
So now if you can't afford a 3 or a 5 series, then you can get a hooligan inline 6 Dodge and terrorize the streets with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means Dodge will keep
we're gonna start
keep
seeing
their
them.
brand as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, we're gonna start seeing those all over the place around here.
I remember when that motor came out. I think we covered it on the podcast because they were talking about it as like a concept.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about how many cast iron Dodge engines are just sitting in junkyards.
Right.
And in 10 years, that motor could be everywhere.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a product born from and designed by Stellantis Group.
Oh, so it's just a garbage product.
It's just gonna be a piece of garbage.
So, like,
Yeah,
40,000 miles in the head gasket's going to leak.
I mean, probably the fucking rods are gonna bust through the side of the block, my guess.
Oh, man. They really build shit, don't they?
Oh man, Stellantis is shockingly bad. Like we joked when we were like, oh boy, they're owned by the Italians now.
Yeah.
But wow.
No,
Every time an Alfa Romeo came in, when I worked at Automotive Imports, it was just a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Even just resetting that oil light. Haven't they had to have you come to their shop just to reset their oil lights?
Oh, I've been there a few times. I don't know if it's for an oil light, but for a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, just for Alfa Romeos.
Yeah.
Because you can't get the software for them.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's, oh, well, this is proprietary and it makes it better. It's like, no, everything's bad.
Yeah, everything's just bad. Yeah, no, like the last good Dodge product that I could think of is, well, anything with a Cummins, I guess, but
I do love
that's
that.
because
Especially a pre-def Cummins.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that wasn't made by Dodge.
I drove a Wrangler, a new Wrangler
Okay.
with a 4-cylinder in it, the turbo 4-cylinder,
Yeah.
which was so much better than that garbage 6-cylinder.
The 3.6.
The old 4-liter?
Yeah.
Or the,
No.
the
No,
3.6? Okay,
that's
okay.
fine.
The
The
V6.
3.6.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But there's a 4-cylinder turbo option that makes more torque than the V6. And A, it sounded cool. B, I was like, maybe there's hope for them yet.
Yeah.
And C, I mean, I feel like that was the one to get. Why would you get the V8 or that shitty V6?
Because
Anyway.
I've already seen two of them with rods thrown out the side.
The
turbo
4-cylinder?
ones?
Yeah.
All right, well, never mind. I was going to try to stick up for Jeeps for once, and then
But how long are the 6s and the 8s really going to last?
Right.
Like,
That's why I said that about the 6, because I've seen two of the 4-cylinders like that.
all right.
wow.
Yeah, because I got under them. Like first one, I was like, oh, there's a lot of oil around here. All right. Well, no, actually, I was called out because they said it was making a noise, so I started it, and it ran. But holy shit, did it make some noise?
Just the classic rod knock.
Oh no,
like,
not rod knock. The
He said
rod
there's a
was
hole.
Oh.
knocked
Okay.
in half.
The rod knocked out.
It was just like.
Is this a load bearing wall? Because we could just punch it out. We could just punch it out. We don't need.
And the funny part was it didn't like want to shut off right away. So I was just sitting there like, turn off.
You're like, I can't hear it anymore. Turn it off.
Yeah, that's a noise.
You turn on when you're like this, but you won't turn off?
And then I got under there and I was like, oh, well, there's a lot of oil. Where's it coming from? And I was like, oh, the hole in the block. That'll do it.
All right, well, trash Jeep products.
Yeah. And then,
Wow.
like 6 months later, I had another one where I just looked under. There's oil everywhere. I was like, yep.
But I think that's going to be another problem with Ford trying to go up market for off-roaders is Jeep has those people. Like if you want to buy a product that's going to break and just looks cool and you can wave to other people who have one, just get a Jeep.
I don't think the Fords are going to break like the Jeeps, though.
Probably not the same frequency. You're right. They're
Not
probably
at
going to be
all.
more reliable than the
Ford
Jeeps.
has their issues with the EcoBoost engines, but not at the scale of any Stellantis product.
Well, I know Ford has issues with just keeping the oil in where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right now, like there's leaks from oil pans, from
Yeah.
differentials, from
Turbos
transmissions,
going out.
and like they just have issues with that. But I will say that they're making the Motorcraft parts really affordable. A lot of times it's cheaper to buy Motorcraft than Dorman these days.
Really?
Yeah, if you just need gasket seals and those plastic pans that break and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they've got them there for less money than most of the aftermarket suppliers, which I can't say for any of the other domestic makes.
No. I will say I have seen a lot of Broncos on the road around here. I see a lot of Broncos.
I mean, where we are, that makes sense.
Right.
I don't mind a Bronco. I think they did a good job with the Bronco.
Here's a hot take. I like the non-flared Bronco, the small flared
The
Bronco.
narrow body.
Yeah. I don't like the Sasquatch giant flared Bronco.
With the huge
I agree
tires
with
on
you.
it and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
The flares don't look right.
I agree with you.
Like this, I love me some crazy over fenders, right? Those fenders are too big.
It's for an off-road vehicle.
They're just like, because the truck comes down and it's just like, bloop, bloop. And you're like, what is that? What's going on here?
Well, the narrow body ones is what I'm calling them.
Yeah.
I think I just think it looks more in place with what it's supposed to be. I think it looks like more like a CRV or a RAV4. It's just like it doesn't need to be. Everything doesn't need to be hyper aggressive.
Are you talking the Bronco Sport or the Bronco?
Oh, I'm talking about the Sport.
Bronco Sport. I like the Bronco Sport.
I like the Bronco. I don't even like the Bronco.
But the Bronco
I'm gonna
Sport
put it
isn't-
that way. I don't even like the Bronco at all. I only like the Sport.
That's a hot take.
Only like the Sport.
No, I'm just talking the regular Bronco because
Yeah.
they have the 3 trims. You got one without fender flares, I think.
And then they've got the Bigfoot trim with the big tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they do put drains in those, which is really cool.
in the
In the Bronco, the one that's geared towards off-roading and not luxury.
in like the interior.
Yeah, you can pull the drains and hose it out like you can a Jeep.
I mean, I think they did a good job with like their marketing and everything with that. It's just maybe I can show you I don't like the flares on it.
One thing I know they did better than the Jeep is if you pull Bronco's doors off, you keep your mirrors.
Yeah.
If you pull a Jeep's doors off, you lose your side mirrors. And I like that they have a 7-speed manual. That's cool too.
All right, I'll say this. I think that if you do get a big Bronco, I'm the opposite of you. I think the big one needs the flares.
You want the big aggressive
the
one.
little one, I want to be like as close to like a Jimny-esque thing as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Color matched everything. It just looks like one thing. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I can't find good pictures right now, but
We'll put up a bunch of different examples.
yeah.
And they've got forward-facing cameras in them that you can use to stream to social media. Like you can use those to like make your off-road channel. Like the car can kind of be a mobile camera studio.
Now I don't like it.
Now I hate it.
I worked on I think it was a Ford. Was it? Yeah, it was a Ford F-250. Nope, it was a Chevy 2500. Newer one, rebuilt from salvage, piece of junk car. But that car, or that truck, had 7 exterior cameras.
Wow.
Has one in the grill facing forward, one in each mirror, 2 in the third brake light in the cab, one looking back and one looking down into the bed, and then 2 in the tailgate, one looking back and one looking down at the hitch.
That's a lot of cameras.
Maybe your truck is a little too big if you need 7 cameras to tell you what is going on outside of your truck.
I don't even think armored military vehicles have that many cameras.
Right?
Look, all you need you don't even need all those cameras, all right? Why do you need a camera on the hitch? You just need a PBR in one hand and your shoulder over the seat.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah, we've done that in my truck a million times.
There you go.
Little left. All right.
Yeah, you need a friend is what you need. You know what I mean?
It's a Chevy. They don't have friends.
No, you know what?
7 cameras equal 1 friend.
I watched this guy yesterday struggle. He was standing in the bed of his Cybertruck outside of Total Wine, which
I love that setup.
Yep.
That's so
I know, and he's standing in it, and I just stopped and watched him like look around and look down, and he's like trying to figure out where like the latches and the, like the first time you figure out where all the things are in a truck bed, they're always in the same place. It was just a very obvious, like, I've never used this as a truck moment.
Yeah.
Because he was standing in it. He was like 8 feet in the air. And I was like, this is just put a douche flag on it and be done with it.
He had to retract the tonneau cover so that he could get into it.
That's exactly what he did.
God.
I swear he was. It was the bed because I was like, does it? 'cause I
Maybe
was
the
with a
tonneau cover was stuck and he was like trying to fucking...
No, he was rooting around in the thing because my friend that I was with was like, does the tailgate go down? And I was like, I've never looked at them close enough. I'm assuming it has to.
It does, yeah.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, wow, what if it doesn't? And it's just this, like,
You just picture Elon giving a
bathtub.
justification for that. Well, if you let the tailgate go down, then it ruins the efficiency of the vehicle. Like, then it's not as bulletproof if you put the tailgate down.
He's been practicing.
yeah.
Have I?
Yeah, but you make a good point about the Cybertruck too, though, about being so tall. In a regular truck, even the modern giant trucks. I mean, I'm tall enough that I can reach into the bed
Yeah.
and grab something.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a Cybertruck.
No, because of that crazy angle coming out of the back. Yeah.
It was
you
so
have
funny.
to climb into it to
You
grab
need, you need
something.
like one of those hooks that they use to pull bad comics off stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm familiar with those.
So you could just like snatch whatever you have at the end of your truck bed and drag it out.
That's perfect. We'll just make it very angular shaped, and we could just definitely sell that to.
We could sell it for so much money, but it has to cut you when you use it.
Yeah, I don't know. Cameras are like, I get it. It's fine that they're on everything, but
Well, in a lot of cars anymore, I feel like you do need them for like. There's
sure.
Just, the pillars have gotten so big.
Yeah.
And the rear visibility has gotten so terrible.
As long as you have a rear view camera to parallel park in a city,
Yeah.
great.
Right.
But beyond having a rear view camera, I think that nothing beyond that is like truly an advantage or necessary. Or well, maybe it's an advantage, yes, okay. But also like
I do a lot of calibrations on 360-degree cameras.
yeah.
And I have never really used one in a way that is, in my opinion, beneficial.
It's disorienting when you're not used to it. Like
Yeah.
when I get in one of the Nissans with that fake 360 overview,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it and it's like, all right, I'm going to back into the space. And I can turn around and see the space. But if I look down at the I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like it's too much. But I'll say that backup cameras did that to me at first. And now when I get in my cars from the 90s, I put it in reverse and the first thing I do is look at the dash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't I see?
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
right.
See, I don't own anything with a backup camera.
Oh, your Z doesn't have one?
No, it's 1 year too early. The next year they got backup cameras.
16?
Really?
Yeah. No, 16. Brother, it's a 10.
It's just in such good shape, man.
It's not even, I
Dude,
mean,
they made the 370Z for like 12 years.
Yeah, it was
15 years.
longest production.
Wow, really?
Longest
Sorry.
production of any Z chassis.
Yeah, you're right, 12 years.
Right?
09 to 2.
That's what I was looking
Yeah.
at that the other day. Longer production than any other body style of the Z.
Yeah.
Like no other Z's been made
Yeah,
that
I
much.
feel like at the end, they were just like, we'll make like 20 of them, send them out.
The thing is,
Why
it's still
not?
a good car.
It
It
is
was
still a good car.
like like today, it's still a good car. Like
I still think it's the best looking. Nope, not even best looking. It's a really good looking.
What would you rank
It's best
as the
looking
best
out of the
looking
last
Z?
three.
I love that they're just talking up my ride.
You're like, I don't want to have an opinion because I'm biased.
I gotta be very specific about it being the best out of the last three because the one before that's a 300ZX and that's the best looking.
Oh, I thought you were including a new
put
Z.
you put the
Yeah.
Z32 aesthetically at the highest. You guys both vote there.
You're including Z32, Z33, and the 34.
no,
Fine.
no, 33.
You're
34,
including- and the new one.
And the new one.
Okay.
Which is
think-
also a 34.
Is it also a 34?
Basically.
It's
It's
got
the same chassis.
code? Wow.
It is the same chassis.
But isn't the Z34 the same as the Z33's chassis?
Basically, it's all just updated.
No, that's a little different. It's similar,
It's the same.
but it's similar.
But
But yeah, essentially,
it's an evolution.
that chassis is like 25 years old.
yeah, because it's from 2003. That's when it came out.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's over 20 years old.
Still a good chassis.
Obviously.
yeah, that still works.
Yeah.
It's not as...
I'm really disappointed that it's not called the Z35 though.
I think it is.
No, it's not. It's a
not.
34.
It's still called a Z34, the new Z.
We could double check, but I'm pretty sure. And now that I'm so sure, I'm sure I'm wrong, but...
You know what? We're just gonna leave that one to the viewers.
Commenters roast
you know what?
us.
I'll put it up there. I'll put it... Boom.
That kind of brings me to we were talking about it earlier, but the Z made me think of another option, which I don't think we're gonna do. You have $25K to spend.
Okay.
You got to buy a roadster,
Gotta buy a so it's gotta be 2 seats, no back seat, convertible. top.
convertible.
Okay.
What are you going with for $25K? You guys were talking before we recorded, and seemed pretty set on S2000.
I always get this question. I have a friend who loves S2000s, and every few years he's like, I'm going to buy one, and the S2000 is appreciating. So every few years it's a more expensive proposition.
Should have bought it a long time ago.
Right, yeah. Well,
I
if you'd
feel
said
that.
it 10 years ago, it would have been fine. But now it's like you can get a lot of really good roadsters for $25K. Your options, you can get a low mileage Boxster, Z4, and we're talking like an M. You can get a, and of course the Miata. you have to do Miata and a Roadster comparison.
Yeah,
Like an ND.
You can get an ND for 25K.
Yeah.
You can get a nice ND for 25.
Yeah, you can get an RF if you want one.
Which is the one I would get.
Yeah, I mean,
Does that qualify?
I think it counts, right?
I'm saying I wouldn't. My Miata's not my answer, but
Yeah.
does an RF count in that?
It's technically a Targa, but I think it counts.
Okay,
I think it's close enough.
because I think it's better than the soft top personally.
And it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think I'm buying a Z4M. And I'm biased towards BMWs. They break all the time and leak oil, and they can be a nightmare to work on or pay someone else to work on. But God, when they work right, it's just so nice.
No one's getting an S15 Varietta.
What's a
The Varietta, the hardtop convertible.
Did they make a convertible S15?
Yeah.
No.
You just
Yeah,
know that?
S chassis guy.
I am. Yeah, that's why I did not know this.
T-Pain just bought one.
Did he really?
And he was like, yo, this is my Varietta. And Hurt Life is kind of funny if you watch their channel a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there is an element of like Hurt Life is for sure more of the car guy. And he's just like, oh, all right, Payne. Yeah, okay, Payne, we get
This
it.
one.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I believe those only came NA auto.
Probably.
Oh, that's sad.
So you'd have to swap it.
Yeah, you'd
And
have
so
to
it's
swap
just
it.
like an S13.
And I imagine replacing any components on that top, finding those parts.
Oh
is-
yeah, good.
they're super
Lord.
limited.
insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thing to do, but I'd rather chop the roof off of than S14.
They did a
That
good
could
job
look
with that. They did a good job with that.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, very cool. But also, that's actually might be more than 25K.
For that specific S15, you're going more than 25K.
I think I think you could probably get one for like 30. But I think the reason that the price is even in that range at all is because it's NA auto.
Could I get a regular? Yeah,
Maybe
could I
five.
get a regular turbo manual S15 for 25? They're worth more than that.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Are they really?
You can get a Spec R for 25.
like a non-clapped one.
You can get a Spec R for 25. Okay. You can get a decent one. I think you can
I
get.
think I just saw like his heart rate increase. Like, wait, I
gonna say,
can?
How many floods has this been in?
No, you can get a good
Okay.
driver's car. You're not going to get a concourse level.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's going to be another 10 grand, but you can definitely get a running, probably slightly modified S15 Spec R 6-speed for 25K.
I wonder if I could get 25 for the BRZ and the S14.
I would 100% do it if I were you, buddy. You should just list them now.
Just list them down.
I
Next time you'll have
think
one.
you can get 25 combined for both of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and get
I
a
do
decent.
too. Because your BRZ is
15.
new.
Yeah, yeah. I just need the windshield right now.
Roadster though.
Okay.
C6 Vet.
Ooh,
Convertible.
I just
That's
don't like convertible
interesting.
Corvettes, man.
I have a thing about convertibles that weren't meant to be convertibles.
It's fair.
Usually I want one that's purpose built. But the Corvette's an interesting choice.
I don't think they did make I know they made a C5. They didn't make a C6 convertible, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, because I think they.
I don't
made-
think they've ever not made a
'Cause they made-
Corvette convertible. Maybe the C7 they didn't. Like,
No, I think they did make a C7.
did they make a
Yeah.
C7?
Yeah,
Yeah, C6 convertible. That's just everywhere.
nice. And
You
it's
could. That's
solid
well under
engine.
20K, honestly.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around 20.
Solid engine. Don't have to LS swap it. It's already done for
Already
you.
LS swapped.
Yeah.
I like it because if I were to do that, I would build a cage that is tall enough that I can clear it and just leave the top down all the time.
See, that would be really.
It's very inconvenient in the rain.
Drive faster.
Okay, just tell.
If you're getting hit by the
wanna-
snow, just
wanna point
speed
it
up.
It's an interesting choice. That's
Yeah.
an interesting choice. I think you were saying S2000 is the obvious choice.
Right, S2000s or the Miata are the most practical choices, I would say.
I would say at S2000 first, but just to add that to the conversation.
And you can fit it in a Corvette, but
Right.
not necessarily. Can you fit it in an S2000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're decently roomy.
Okay.
Well, tall, yes.
Yeah.
But it is definitely narrower than a Miata,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely a thin man's car.
Tell me about it. Yeah, there's my old one on the wall right there, actually.
Oh yeah.
That's a great picture of your car.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a
Thanks,
kit
man.
on there?
Nope. Stock AP2 lip. Stock
Oh.
wheels.
Okay.
The whole shebang stock.
Hell yeah.
And I will say that the fact that you could take that car, change the oil, go beat the snot out of it for 2 hours at a track day and drive it home with zero issues. I think for out of the box fun, there's nothing that's going to beat that. There's nothing that without there being some caveat of pre-done maintenance or upgrades that you can just take to the track in the roadster category.
I definitely agree with you there, because you could buy that, and as long as you maintain it, it'll start up 10 years from now. It's a Honda engine. It'll work every time you want to use it. And I can't say that for the Z4M. 330 horsepower is nice, or 315 in the Roadster, because 330 was the E46 M3. They're the same engine, but the Roadster's made a little less. Huh. But that engine has Vanos issues, and then it also has all the other issues BMW motors had at the time, where they leak oil, and they that Rube Goldberg device where the oil will leak onto the belt, and then the belt degrades, and then it sucks into the timing case, and then that makes it jump time.
Yep.
And the car is always trying to kill itself.
Still remember the first time we had to convince a customer that, your drive belt snapped, and it got sucked behind the crank pulley into the engine, and then clogged up your oil pickup,
Right.
and starved your engine of oil.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're making something up,
Right.
but those engines actually do that.
But then
That sounds like the science of a black hole. That's what's messed up.
it's like, how did that? But then you take the pan off, and there's just belt, and you're like,
where did this was supposed to be on the outside,
right?
For my next trick.
It just shows how much those cars want to die.
Yes.
They're like, please.
But when they work, there's
Right.
so much instant throttle response. That engine, unlike a lot of the other engines from that era, is happy at high RPM. But then you're talking about, the caveat of specialized maintenance.
Yeah.
The subframes on those break.
I would rather, if I'm going German, I'm going to get a really nice Boxster.
And that's an awesome option too. And for S2000 money, you can easily get a Boxster.
Yeah.
Nice Boxster
Yes,
with like the IM. What's the bearing? The IMS bearing already
bearing.
done.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much on old ones. But
Yeah.
you buy one new enough that you don't have to do that issue, or like you buy one you could buy one that's been dealer serviced for that money, and I think that's probably the way to go.
And then you've got the engine in the middle, which is really kick ass.
Well, the engine's in the middle of that too.
Technically.
Technically,
Oh,
it is a
front
front
midship.
mid.
That's right. It's
No,
both in
I've-
front of you and in the middle.
I've definitely looked at just cheap boxers because it's just like, especially some of the beat up ones. It's like a track rat.
They're so
You
cheap.
can pick them for like $7-8 I'm like, yeah,
Which is hilarious because the Cayman, the same car with a roof, is like worth 2 or 3 times as much.
Yeah, at
in
least.
in the used market. The Boxster just plummets.
yeah.
Like if you want to find a 718 Boxster, they're still like $45,000-$50,000, and the Caymans or the Boxsters are half that.
Yeah.
Or the 718 Caymans are like $45,000-$50,000, and the Boxsters are like half that.
I've got one theory: Barbie car.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that's so it's not masculine enough?
I think that there is a Barbie Boxster, and I think that has ruined it for everybody.
Yep.
I will drive a pink Barbie 718 Boxster everywhere if I could drive that. Like if you give me the Turbo 4, get me behind the wheel the newer one. Yeah.
Does an Elise count?
Yeah, but I don't think it's in that price range. I already thought about that.
Yeah, it's way more than 25.
I think they're
It's
closer to 40.
40.
Are Elises still 40? Wow.
You could probably get an Elise for the high 20s, but like at that point, I'm getting a K-swapped MR2 Spider.
And then that's also for that amount of money, you can have a nice K swap.
Oh,
you
you
can
could
have a
have one
400 or
with the-
500 horsepower MR2 Spider for that.
Or you could have one that makes 250 NA that has the craziest bodywork and aero you could ever
Right.
imagine.
Yes.
Just imagine like just this wild look, because when they have crazy aero, they look so intense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like having a
They-
super intense looking car like that is so cool.
They really go from just like this really friendly looking car to like, I'm actually a supercar. Just like some bigger flares and just,
You just make it a little bit wider, a little bit lower, a little longer.
Yeah.
What did Henry who did the hot laps down at PPIR, he had like a big plywood splitter on his, right?
Yeah, that was pure function K swapped.
But it worked.
Oh, dude, that thing
his
was
lap
so
times
fast.
were ludicrous.
Yeah.
I remember when we interviewed him about his car, he said he had more negative camber on his rear wheels because it fell off the back of the tow truck while they were bringing it home.
I do remember that. They're like, well,
Yeah.
leave it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works. What do you guys think of the Z34 convertible? I'm not really throwing it into this conversation, but like
what I have,
Like, what do you have the convertible?
They're terrible.
Yes, they're ugly. I think they're a lot better looking than the previous Z convertible. The previous Z convertible was just hideous.
Yeah.
Like at least the Z34, they like made the body shape a little different. They brought the exterior color down into the cockpit a little bit.
Right.
That being said, I wouldn't buy one.
It's the same as a C6 Corvette convertible to me. I'm like, it just is not the right version of the car.
Yeah.
And I think that unless it's the right version, like Boxster gets away with that, MR2 Spider gets away with it, S2000 gets away with it, Elise gets away with it, Miata. Those are like your 5.
But those are cars that were designed to be convertibles.
Yeah.
From the start.
Which is why I think that one of those 5, honestly, any one of those 5 for me is a good $25,000 option.
There is I don't remember what dealer it is off 104th. They have a silver Elise sitting out front. I drove by the other day and I was like, I need it.
It is so small.
I fit though.
Yeah.
I have gotten in them before.
So small.
I don't fit with the helmet, but I fit.
Yeah, but the roof comes off, so you don't need
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
You just stick out a little bit. What I think the hardest part about getting in those for me is that the floor panel comes up
Yeah,
higher
there's that
than you
big,
expect.
it's like
Yeah.
6 inches
You
of
gotta
like
step
tub
over.
you have to step
And then
into.
if the roof's on, you've got the panel here
you
and the
gotta,
roof
like-
here, and you've got this little hatch you've got to fall through to get in the car.
It's not as small, but believe me, I fall into the Miata and the Z that way too. The Z is like that too, where it, you have to swing into it. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
Rachel got in the other day and she was like, "Oh, you have to like fall." I'm like, "Yeah."
As
Also, the doors are so sharp that they've literally sliced me before. Like,
got
they
sliders?
come to such a point that I've sliced my arm.
Oh, like where the window
Where
ends?
the edge of the door meets like top of the door all the way towards the back of the door.
Yeah.
It comes to such an aggressive point that it's twice already that I've slit my like arm.
That's
Wow.
wild.
Yeah. Enough to bleed.
Jesus.
I cut
Surprised I
myself.
haven't heard about that.
I cut myself on the trim of the BRZ sometimes. Just it's where the window and the door meet.
Yeah.
There's like a little edge.
Cause it's got to cut the air like a knife.
Are we missing any? I mean, I know there's a lot of convertibles we're missing. I was thinking like Audi TT convertible, but blah.
But none of us would pick that.
Yeah, and they're cheap for a reason.
Yeah. But would you? I guess you would call that a purpose-built convertible, even though it shares so many golf parts.
I don't think we have to stick purpose built. I'm just saying that I like purpose built.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just curious. Would you classify the TT as a purpose-built roadster because it has so many parts it shares with the Golf?
I mean, I think the TT was designed for both a coupe and a roadster. I think
Okay.
it designed that well for both.
And I think they're good looking.
That one feels better to me as a roadster than a coupe, which is funny.
The
Yeah.
TT.
Yeah.
I think-
I look at that, I'm like, oh, the top should go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you bought that coupe. There's no practicality there, and there's and the top stays up.
How about a Volkswagen Eos?
Chaos.
Isn't that the hardtop convertible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
is the
modern
most-
cabrio.
That is the most feminine car I can think of.
Porsche Boxster.
I think a pink Barbie Boxster is more masculine than an EOS that's all in black and red and covered in like Axe body spray logos.
We drove one for a while. It was my friend's mom's. We had to use it to go to work and back here a couple of times in Florida. And I mean, that's the only convertible that I think I've been in where you're like, we're definitely not going to put the top down.
I don't want to be seen.
No, because it probably won't come back up.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
It'll
And
be
if
broken
it breaks,
for sure.
if it breaks, you've got to call Volkswagen. Like, well, what parts do you need? Like, oh, well, there's 200 parts in the top. Is there a kit? No, 200 individual part numbers.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this because it'd be a terrible financial decision. Could I get a Mercedes SL convertible? Not an SLK.
I don't think that's that.
I bet you
An SL.
could. They
I
depreciate
think a
pretty
soft top
fast.
SL is not that bad. I
Yeah.
think that just like every other convertible, hard, like,
Like a V8 SL
yeah,
convertible.
yeah, for sure. Like
yeah.
with square ass taillights, like 90s, 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
Yeah.
the engines are rock solid too.
Yeah.
I like that because it's still pretty mechanical and like you can probably fixing that top probably wouldn't be the end of the car.
Right. I
Like
don't
fixing
know.
a newer hardtop
But I think-
Mercedes would be the end of your owning that car.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a hydraulic hardtop Mercedes.
Yeah, that's
So,
probably
God,
like a
you're done.
$20,000 or $30,000 bill.
Yeah.
Because those tops, they're like, what, 19, 20 hours of labor?
Oh, probably.
Forget
I've
that.
never touched one.
Yeah.
Because nobody will touch them. You have to go to like a boat place or somewhere that does that. It's literally no one. If you have a sunroof issue or a convertible top issue, you don't take your car to a repair shop because they're not going to do it.
They're not going to.
They're literally going to be like, yeah, maybe. Why don't you go to Crown Auto Body down the road?
Right. Okay, so I think we've decided 25K Roadster S2000.
I mean, the S2000 is an amazing choice there. I think I would have the BMW because I'm a little bit masochistic that way. But every time it broke down, I'd be like, why didn't I buy the Honda?
See, but that's the thing. It's not a 25K Roadster.
You're right. There's a repair bill. I think for $25K you could get one that's got that subframe reinforcement because that's the big issue with those. They
That's
break
probably
under
not
power.
That expensive to install, I would imagine.
I know for the Z3s it's 19 hours of labor.
Oof. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe it
that's
is.
it.
All right, we're gonna try to keep these to a tight hour.
Okay.
Where are we at?
We're at a tight hour.
We're at a tight hour right now.
We're at a tight hour.
Damn.
We have a few minutes till we're
Okay.
at an actual hour.
Well done, us.
We're gonna try to do this real quick. I want to play another game of Rent, Keep, Crush
Love it.
because I hopefully this one doesn't spur a ton of conversation, but it might. I got 3 cars, all share one thing in common. Not necessarily enthusiast cars, but we will approach this from an enthusiast perspective, car nerd perspective. You have your choice of a non-turbo Impreza hatchback, not the wagon, the Impreza hatch.
You're talking like a GC8 kind of thing?
Yeah, the one that
Like
made
old 90s.
the STI hatch they made,
Oh, the slim body. Like 08?
but the non-turbo hatch version.
Okay. Okay.
Narrow body, non-turbo, manual.
Okay.
All these are manuals.
Okay.
But what generation?
Oh, like 2008. So like the first, like right after the Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
The ugly one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The one you don't like. My
Yeah.
my favorite
Your favorite
STI,
one,
the
yeah,
hatchback.
yeah, okay.
The STI looks good, but that Impreza was ugly.
Okay, so it's the Impreza.
A, once again, manual Suzuki SX4 all-wheel drive.
Okay. The car
Or-
from Top Gear.
Is that,
That's
no.
the car that they put the celebrities in.
No, that's a
to do that.
Suzuki Liana.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
and then
thought
it's the Kia CE apostrophe D. Or
Was it
whatever.
American Top Gear that used the SX4?
I don't think
I
they
think-
ever used the SX4.
Oh.
I've never watched that just on principle.
Fair.
That's-
And then,
yeah.
kind of a wild card, but it fits the bill, a manual all-wheel drive CRV.
Ooh.
I will give you a choice of either the first gen with a B series or the second gen with a K series. I do not care.
Oh. I
Right?
think I'm
You
going
need
with
an
the,
all-wheel drive daily driver manual.
I think
That's
I'm
the
going
choice.
with the CRV with a K series.
K series manual.
Although the B's no slouch, but the K, I know I wouldn't want for power all that much if I
Yeah,
had a
I mean-
K series CRV.
Well, that's the K24A2.
So it's like
only-
175 horsepower.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, like
160.
160. Yeah.
Feel fast compared to that Impreza.
Now
I 100% obviously keep the CRV. It's crazy not to keep the CRV in that lineup. Partially because I've had so many CRVs. that I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
I kind of figured you would go in instantly for the CRV.
there's no way. It's that car that's the mountain goat, man. I call that I miss
It
that
is.
thing every day. It was so basic, but it has, and I wouldn't get the K series one. I would get an RD one. I would get
You get the
Yeah.
B series.
the B series one with the picnic table in it and the wheel on the back, and not the second gen has that too. But
Yeah.
the only downfall of that is a timing belt. But if you have a friend like Matt, he'll do your timing belt.
I say, out of all the timing belts, though, a B series one is like cake.
Is it easier than a Miata? Because my Miata's due right now. No.
No, the Miata, yes, it is easier because you don't have to take the valve cover off, I don't think. Do you have big valve cover for B series? I don't remember. It's been ages since I've done one.
Doesn't the B series have that segmented valve cover? Because you can take off just part of it, right?
I thought it had a cover.
It's
on
one piece.
Is it one piece?
Yeah.
Okay, then you got big valve cover.
Okay.
The timing cover is one piece.
They're about the same then.
But no, I keep the CRV because that thing did everything you ever needed it to. I went in deep snow with that car. That car went to the top of Pikes Peak. That thing did everything. The Subaru, please send that thing to a fiery hell. Just because it's ugly. Just because it's so ugly. It's such a hideous
I also
thing.
say crush that Subaru.
And I'd whip around the Suzuki for like just shits and gigs one day.
It's small in 4-wheel drive.
I bet it's cool.
Yeah.
I bet an SX4 is cool. But I guarantee that utility space wise, the biggest thing is probably the CRV.
Yeah.
Everything about the CRV says if anybody kept anything other than the CRV, you're not on the next episode.
Yeah, look at that.
Narrow body.
You're going to keep that. I know you're going to keep that.
If beige was a car.
That is just a new version of the Outback that plagues you, that you have.
You know, they actually made a trim
That's
level
the
of
same
that
color.
called the Outback, too. They made an Impreza Outback. It was called the Outback Sport.
Yeah, they did make an Outback
where
Sport
they put higher suspension and fender flares on it.
Yeah,
Can I see the blue one you just pulled up? Because that is the same blue, probably the same paint code as the Subaru that you have. That's
I
just
think it
a
is.
new version of that.
That is I can say the W. I know we're not talking about the WRX, but that WRX was the worst one they ever made. The 2008 first year of that. I had one. The suspension was so soft. If you had the wiper blades on all the way, the car would rock a little bit. It only made like 224 horsepower at the crank, and it was from this dinky little turbo that would leak oil and fail.
Yeah.
I think there are only two Subarus you're allowed to get. You're allowed to get GC8 era, anything from that era with a manual transmission and the single cam NA basic. You get a basic 90s Subaru, or you get a Bug-Eye STI. Oh,
So-
you know
so
what?
all
I'll throw this
classics.
in. The one after that generation is awesome. The 2015.
When they
They
first put
look
the
so
FAs
good.
in them,
Those look so good.
Yeah,
Those are great. I love those. I think they look amazing.
and they drive so well.
But the new one was poop. I drove Kellen's orange one, and I was like, this is poop.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that bad?
He got rid of it to get a BRZ.
Yeah.
Get a BRZ, and we live in Colorado, he still was like, I'm going to put snow tires and Sparkos on this because it's
It's a
just
better
such
choice.
a better car.
I love my BRZ. Yeah, with snow tires, I would drive it year round.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually don't know where I'm at on this one.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. What are you gonna do?
I actually don't know where I'm at. Because I've been obsessed with Suzuki SX4s lately,
Okay.
which is kind of what started this.
So you want to keep the Suzuki?
I think I want to keep the Suzuki.
That makes sense. You're a quirky boy.
Yeah, I like my quirky cars. It's like, how many other, like, it's, if you're in America and you need a choice, like I said, of a manual all-wheel drive car, you have so little choices.
Yeah.
You know?
Sadly.
You're gonna crush the CRV. I can see it coming.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to keep that's the problem. I'm keeping the Suzuki. Then you have rent and crush.
Yeah, you're gonna borrow your Impreza so that you can be like, this is actually pretty good. And then you're gonna be like, I don't need to see. You're just like, I don't need to see another manual CRV. Or any
My
CRV.
thing is, I can take the Impreza and rent it and go ice racing or
You
something.
could do that with the. Okay, go ahead.
But I don't think they're going to let the CRV out there because it's too tall.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, the good thing about a Honda is you can just cut the springs.
Slam it right
You can
down.
lower a CRV, yeah.
Have you seen a slammed RD one? Because it looks
It's
so
pretty
good.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and like slammed like first gen or maybe second gen RAV4s.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the 3-doors. Oh, dude.
Mhm.
The 3-door. I love me a 3-door RAV4.
Yeah. They're super rare though. So I think keep the Suzuki. I'm renting the Impreza and crushing the CRV. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's rough.
It's fine.
I don't
that's
I don't
good.
like the choice.
I like when our our decisions are different though, because that's what makes this fun. The Honda you could tailgate. It's always gonna work. It's the practical choice.
So you're keeping.
What are you doing?
I'm keeping the Honda, I'm crushing the Subaru, and I'm renting the Suzuki.
So we're the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that is an ugly Subaru.
It is an ugly Subaru, but I do like me a manual NA Subaru.
What engine's in there? It's an EJ, right?
It's an EJ. Yeah, it was the last body style they put the EJ in.
EJ 250.
5?
It's the NA.
No, 5 is the
It's the NA
turbo.
2.5 liter.
253.
That sounds correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same one in my Outback.
Hey, comment below if we're wrong about the stupidest Subaru of all time and what engine code it has.
Hey,
But if that's
see,
the case, it makes like 190 horsepower.
And I would definitely rather have your
190
Outback than one of those Imprezas.
Yeah, something like old Subarus are just cool. Like, I don't know. I like the OG mechanical Subaru. It's not trying to. It's just so simple, and they look good. It was well styled, you know.
No, if I had the choice between that Impreza and like my Outback all the way.
Yeah.
What I think that legacy Outback generation was the sleekest, in my opinion.
And you can lay down in it, right?
What's that?
Can you lay down in it?
I can lay down in it.
Yeah.
I can camp in that thing.
Yeah, which
I've
is
done it.
really awesome.
Right? For a that's a big wagon.
Yeah, I love the Foresters from that era.
I do like me a Forester too.
That's because it's got the wheelbase of the Impreza, so when you turn, it feels like it changes direction in similar ways.
Yeah, a Forester XT.
Yeah,
Yeah, with some STI bits for suspension.
yeah, that's like the golden Forester.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
But once again, you know me. I like the quirky shit. Like,
yeah.
Foresters are cool. Foresters are the best Subaru family size thing, in my opinion.
The one the size of a CRV.
It is about the
Yeah,
size of a
yeah,
CRV.
it's like the direct comparison. Yeah,
we were leaving we went for a hike last weekend. We were leaving the trailhead. And I told Kayla, count how many Outbacks here. Not just Subarus.
yeah.
Just Outbacks. There were 8 in a parking lot of like 30 cars.
And I think if you went skiing, every ski instructor I think is required to have one of those.
Just required.
Yeah, either an Outback or Forester from that era.
or a 4Runner.
Yeah, or Forerunner.
Yeah.
This is Colorado. If you've got the money, you've got a Toyota. But then there's a lot of people with
got-
super.
That's a great button.
Yeah,
This is Colorado. If you've got the money, you've got a Toyota. It's so funny.
All right. Well, that didn't last too long. That was not as hard of a conversation as.
You got any other short ones, or should we do our outro?
No, I think we're going to do the outro. We're going to keep this nice and tight, and I don't know that I don't like the way I said that.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
And look, the cat is even tired now.
Yeah, she's a little baby.
Yeah,
She's my
she was
favorite
running
little
around like
baby.
crazy. She's tired now. It's time for us to end.
She's got muffins to make. Sorry. I love it.
It's just you take any grown man, like the most toxic grown man, get him around a cute little cat. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
Look at her,
little
man.
cat.
She's the look at this little angel.
Well, she is a great cat.
We can't stop recording because I can't get up to hit the record button. 'Cause she's a little baby.
You see the video of the person who put dough under their cat's paws while they were making biscuits? So the cat was kneading dough. And then the person got really into it and looked at the cat, and the cat just smacked him in the face.
Yeah,
like flour all over their face.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have to do the outro.
Yes, we need to do the outro. We don't really have an outro though. That was kind of the last thing I want to talk to you guys about. How do you want to end this podcast?
Dude,
What's a
I
good
put it in the
sign-off?
chat earlier, and I think it would be funny if someone had to lead the Fast and the Furious prayer.
The prayer.
Like a prayer. Like
okay.
like a thanking the car gods. Like someone has to be like, I just want to thank the car gods for blah blah blah, and then you chime in with something, and then I'll chime in with something. And then we kind of drop, like it could be whatever's on your mind that day that you're thankful for that exists in the car world. You're gonna thank the car gods.
I actually love that idea.
Because we're the religion of speed, right?
Right. So we might as well.
So we gotta
give
thank
thanks.
and
We got JC.
JC is
Clarkson.
back
In the name of JC.
in the name of Jezza.
All right.
In the name-
You start us out, Aaron. I will lead us out.
What do we call the car gods? I'm just gonna say we'll just pray to Jezza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
Okay.
we just pray to Jezza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's right there.
Dear Jezza, I want to thank you on this day for high revving, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engines. I think they're incredible.
Jezza, I thank you for radar detectors, specifically the Valentine V1.
That is so you. Jezza, I thank you for Lotus still existing as a company.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow. That was deep.
You guys both had really good ones.
I know, yours was perfect. I
Yours
loved
was
it.
amazing. I almost want to get another one, obviously.
Well, we'll be back here next week, next 2 weeks.
I think we should. I think we're going to aim for every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
To release
Alright.
something every 2 weeks
Yep.
is a good start.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So think of your next prayer, and we will see all of you in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Peace.